स्ट्रगल इज द पार्ट ऑफ सक्सेस. आपके लाइफ में स्ट्रगल नहीं, इसका मतलब आप ग्रो नहीं कर रहे हो, यू आर इन कंफर्ट जोन. सिंपल थिंग. अनदर थिंग कि लर्न फ्रॉम द मेंटोर्स, हैव अ कोचर, ट्रेनर्स, एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात दोस्तों, गोल क्लैरिटी एंड बर्निंग डिजायर. वही आपको हेल्प कर सकता है, जो जैसे कि थिंक एंड ग्रो में. ओके. So I get this question frequently from my students and community, and that was the same question in my head also. Suppose what if I have to start with the no budget? I have already shared some points, or yes, without budget when I'm starting off my journey. I don't have budget for marketing. Yes. This is a very frequent question, or some people think this is like expense in the business. Yes. Like this is the kharcha hai, I cannot do that one for my marketing. So how will you reply to this question? Is it like investment, or how we can start with a less budget, or how we should approach this for the marketing or like getting leads and sales?
Sure. It's a very good question. I'll give you the deep answer first, then I'll give you the external answer. Anybody who has a fear in letting money go, it means that you need to work on your mindset first. Okay? Because when you have a fear of losing money, it means that you're operating from a point of fear, and you cannot build a business from that mindset. So you need to first work on the mindset, and that's why many people who come to my community, I make them listen to The Stranger's Secret multiple times. Yep. You have to start expanding your awareness of what is possible. Because if you look at the definition of an entrepreneur, even on Google, it is a person who's taking on a financial risk to make it profitable. That is the definition in Google. So the financial risk is a part of business. And if you cannot take a financial risk, don't get into business. Be in a job itself. You know?
Yes.
So, and for me also, there's nothing wrong with the job. I'm not here to put down jobs also. I'm here to tell you that some of you may be cut out for the job and you need to do that. That is also important. And there are some people who are ready to take those risks. And if you look at every entrepreneur, they have taken a risk. So, and they've taken the risk because they have taken it with the faith and the belief in themselves that they will make it happen. And the same case with you also, Datta. I'm sure you're from corporate world to this world. It was a mindset shift more than anything.
Yeah, definitely. It's a mindset game.
Yeah, it's a mindset game. So if all of you're thinking of in terms of expenses, it is a very employee mindset. Investment is what a business owner uses. I always use the word investment. Anything I'm going to invest to grow my business, that's the word to use. Yep. So how do you launch with as low risk as possible? That's what I will tell you right now. So even in my community, when people come inside for the first 3 months, they go through like a hackathon process. Over there, I tell them you first start building your influence. Don't put money into ads for 3 months. First, grow a tribe in such a way that you have a tribe of at least 500 people. In 3 months, it is possible. And out of those 500 people, let's say even 100 people come to your first webinar and you sell your product for, let's say 5,000 rupees. If 10% of them buy, if even 10 people buy your digital course or a digital product for 5,000 rupees, you can make 50K rupees in one webinar. And many of my students have achieved that 50K, 1 lakh in the first webinar, they've been able to do it. Yep. And now with the money they made, they're reinvesting it back into the business. Rather than going and buying an iPhone and Mac and stuff, I tell them, don't splurge your money. Take that money, feed it back into the business. Keep something for yourself, enjoy the money, that's important, but feed it back into the business by way of ads. So to keep the costs low, the most essential systems that you need to have an email marketing system. Okay, so don't be cheap on saying, okay, go for some free version. There are some free options, but better you go for the good quality tools. You need a learning management system. I'm using teachable.com. Email, yep. I'm using convertkit.com. The third system that you would need is Zoom. Like if you're doing webinars, you need to have Zoom, and your Zoom webinar package will be $50 per month if you want to have like 100 or 200 people in the webinar. So these tools are very essential. You cannot cut corners on these. So start off with these basic tools. The sooner you can get to the point of selling your product and monetizing it, all your expenses or whatever investments that I'm talking about will take care of itself. It's only when people, they buy these tools and they're sitting on the tools without having a sellable product and without getting into sales, that's where the problem is. So the sooner you can get to the point of sales, all of this will not matter.
सर मैं ऐसा कहना चाहूंगी सर कि देखो पहले तो डेयरिंग करो सर, और डेयरिंग करके ही हमें मतलब मिल सकता है. करके देखो, मैं करूंगी या उसका डर लगता है या हर एक चीज का हमें ऐसा फेयर रहता है सर कि हम नहीं कर पा सकते या कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम रहता है सर, तो वो डरना छोड़ दो पहले 100% दे दो, अगर क्या होगा, लॉस भी हो गया तो वैसे भी तो हम बैठे हैं ना सर, तो करके देखना चाहिए हर एक ने। और सर बिजनेस में अभी लाइव करना या ऑनलाइन करना, इंटरनेट यूज करना, ये भी बहुत जरूरी है सर। तो ये सबने मतलब सबके साथ चलना है हमें। तो सबके साथ चलने के लिए मेरा सेकंड पॉइंट है कि सबने दुनिया के साथ चलना है, तो ये इंटरनेट वगैरह ये चीजें भी हमें, और कुछ कठिन नहीं है सर, कुछ भी नहीं है। पहले हमें लगता है हर एक चीज का डर, पर क्या होगा, एक चीज गलत होगी पर आगे जाके तो हमें आता ही ना। और कौन सी चीज है जैसी है कि जिसको हम कंप्लीट नहीं कर सकते सर, हर एक चीज को हम कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं। और सर मैं और एक बात बताना चाहूंगी सर, बाकी जो लेडीज के लिए जो आपने अभी पॉइंट दिया था कि लेडीज के लिए, तो मैं सबको बताना चाहूंगी सर कि देखो फैमिली तो सबको है ना, पर हर एक लेडीज में या हर एक पर्सन में एक ऐसा खुद का ये रहता है सर कि जो और किसी में नहीं होता। तो वो जो भी गुण है उसमें, तो उसको डेवलप करना ही चाहिए, और उसके लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम तो निकाल ही सकते हैं सर। और उसको डेवलप करने के लिए ये सबसे अच्छा बेनिफिट है, या घर में रह के ये तो बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है सर कि ये लाइव की वजह से या ऑनलाइन की वजह से हम सबके पास पहुंच रहे हैं। पहले तो लेडीज को ये प्रॉब्लम था कि सबके पास नहीं जा पा रही थी, या ऑफिस में जाना, ये सब होता नहीं था। पर अभी दिन में अगर 2 घंटे भी मिलते हैं तो भी हम हमारा जो खुद का फैशन है उसको पूरा क्लियर कर सकते हैं सर। उसमें हम मतलब जिंदगी जी सकती है सर, लेडीज भी जो अभी नहीं कर पा रही थी, तो वो भी पूरा डेवलप कर सकती है और खुद को इम्प्रूव कर, मतलब प्रूव कर सकती है कि नहीं वो क्या है, उसमें क्या क्वालिटी है, तो वो सबके पास पहुंचा सकती है सर।
What are the touch point to convert leads into sales, actually money? Okay, so that I believe I need to please share your thoughts.
Very good question. People need to buy you first before they buy your product. Okay, so the sales will actually happen before the transaction. It has to happen before the transaction. On InstaMojo or Razorpay. So you need to think about it from a customer journey perspective. So if you look at most of the sales that I've been doing, it is because of the kind of value that has been posted on a regular basis. Even till today, every day I'm posting something. You know, there's always value add where people are having tangible takeaways for free. So the first step of the process is to have a strong pre-framing strategy. Pre-framing. So pre-framing is where you're able to get people to know you, trust you, like you, and also engage with you. So my pre-framing strategy is I post videos on YouTube. So I've gradually, there was a time where I used to post one video every single day. Now I'm doing once in a week or twice in a week. And these videos are not just some small 5-minute videos. I go deep, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Some videos are 30 minutes. In fact, that's like a course of its own, because I do so much of research and people ask me, if you're given so much in this YouTube, then why should I go for your course? Okay, so that question also comes. But I tell the people, when you come inside my course, you get more systematic learning for implementation. But there's so much of content that's already there on YouTube. Then I also have a podcast. And whenever when I'm generating leads, because I'm anyway spending money on leads for getting people to my webinars, I also send an email blast to all of these leads, not to my webinar, but to the content pieces. So I don't want to sell anything. I want them to first experience the value. So it's a part of the pre-framing strategy. So when I send an email, my entire email list to a podcast or my entire email list to a YouTube video, and why I like YouTube and podcast as compared to Instagram is because this is long form content. Instagram, Reels, Stories, they're good. It's good for just getting visibility and, you have a feel good factor. I've had 2,000 views on my Reels. It's going viral. But ultimately, if you see the people on that platform, their attention span is very less. So pre-framing is more about keeping people's attention span for a longer period of time and making them feel the value. So when people watch my video or listen to my podcast, and then when I send a response, hey, I'm doing a webinar, can we meet live? They want to see me live. They want to meet me live because now they've experienced some content before that. So this is again, it's a part of the conversion process because now they have built some kind of faith in me based on what they've seen, and now they're coming to the webinar. Now in that webinar, That is a webinar selling formula that all my students use. You also use that.
Yep.
Selling is a system. Now when it comes to webinar selling, you have to follow that framework. It is not like randomly just talking and saying hi in the webinar and then saying, okay, here, buy my product. No, you have to drive them through a step-by-step process. And for that, you have to learn it. Okay. That's not something that you can just implement. You got to learn and practice that. So the webinar selling is divided into a 30-30-15-15 format. Okay, so the first 30 minutes, you have to establish your authority, your trust, and share the principles and strategies that's actually helped you on your journey. The next 30 minutes, you give them the main content. The next 15 minutes, you need to do a reveal of your product and of what you're going to be selling. And the last 15 minutes is a sales process where they make the payment and you welcome people inside your world. So it's a very systematic process. So if you look at the overall game of conversions, in the initial phase, you'll need to put more effort in building these digital assets that can pull people to you. Okay. Over a period of time, these digital assets will start to work for you 24/7 and your brand will start to get built. As your brand is getting built, you'll have higher conversions in your webinars. And in some cases, people need not even come to your webinars because of so much of social proof that's built. They will directly go and buy your product. Absolutely. So that's how it works. Yeah.
यहाँ पे हमारे जितने भी viewers होंगे, like some are the farmer, some are the entrepreneur, most of the people might be in the job. Guys, हम यहाँ पे एक बताना चाहूँगा कि yes, sales and marketing is really important, but the entrepreneurship, every entrepreneur needs to have that courage to do the transaction, be flexible, accommodate changes, and listen to your inner voice.
Desire होना चाहिए सबसे बड़ी चीज.
Okay.
डिजायर रहेगा तो उसके स्मॉल स्टेप ऑटोमेटिक बनते. डिजायर से एक्शंस निकलते. डिसीजन लेता है इंसान. दैट्स इट. यू डोंट नीड टू टैलेंट की कोई जरूरत नहीं. कुछ नहीं. यू जस्ट हैव अ डीपेस्ट डिजायर. दैट्स इट.
डिजायर, एक्शन
एंड डिसीजन.
ओके, डिसीजन,
एक्शन एज वेल एज डिसीजन.
दोस्तों ये चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है.
आप क्या बोलते हो यार, लाइव आओ, बोलो. लोगों को बोलना ही नहीं आता है सर. लोग बोल ही नहीं पाते हैं तो वो कैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे. आप उनको बोलते हो यार आओ माइक पे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, यहाँ सब अपने ही बैठे हैं. आप उनको बोलते हो यार कि पहले माइक पे बोलो, ठीक है, फिर बोल आप स्क्रीन पे आओ यार, आप बोलो, आप शेयर करो अपने व्यूज, कुछ भी बोलो, बोलने तो बोलो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आपने ये काम किया, आप बोलो. बहुत बार आप ट्रेनिंग्स देते हो ना कि आप बोलते हो यार आप आके अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो. वो जो होती है ना, वो चीज एक आगे कहीं ना कहीं ट्रांसफॉर्म करती है. लोगों को कैमरा पे बोलना आता है, लोगों को उस टाइम 20, 25, 50, 100 लोगों के ग्रुप में बोलना आएगा, तभी तो वो किसी टाइम पे जाके आगे सैकड़ों लोगों को वो कर पाएगा. बोल ही नहीं पाएगा कोई, कैमरा फेस ही नहीं कर पाएगा कोई, तो कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा. ये चीजें आपको डिफरेंशिएट करती हैं बाकी.
स्ट्रगल इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम.
ओके,
डोंट अनाउंस कि आई एम स्ट्रगलिंग. Struggling is a part of the game. You have to learn from that particular point, and you have to take some extraordinary actions or decisions.
Yes.
मैं बोलता हूँ कि like अगर आपको किसी पॉइंट में सिंपल सा सॉल्यूशन इन द वी आर लिविंग इन द 2020. दिस इज नॉट द 2010 वाला सिचुएशन नहीं है. मैं हमेशा आई बिलीव इन इट कि लर्न थ्रू एक्सपर्टीज, नॉट थ्रू एक्सपीरियंस. अगर आप किसी भी पॉइंट में स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो तो भाई उस पॉइंट से रिलेटेड कौन से मेंटोर ऐसे अवेलेबल है, टेक द बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. जैसा मैंने लिया है बेनिफिट, तो मेरा भी यही एडवाइस है. जैसा मैंने दत्ता सर से, मुझे जो चैलेंजेस फेस हुए, आई गॉट द लाइक सिस्टम. मुझे पता चला कि दत्ता सर से मुझे ये चीजें सीखने को मिलती है. So I take the decision, I take the benefit from it, and now I'm doing amazing things.
Okay.
तो मेरा यही एडवाइस है सबको, डिजायर तगड़ा रखो सबसे ज्यादा. और जिसका डिजायर सबसे ज्यादा तगड़ा होता है, वो कोई भी एक्शन और कोई भी डिसीजन लेने से आगे पीछे कभी नहीं सोचता.
Should have an inner feeling that yes, I am not that I have finished school. That doesn't mean you stop learning.
Okay.
Keep learning throughout the life. Keep learning the new technologies. Keep learning whatever is related to your business or services. Keep learning. So parivartan, use of new media,
digital,
and learning. So these are the three things I will definitely tell everyone.
Okay.
एक लेवल के बाद आपके माइंड में एक क्वेश्चन जरूर आएगा कि भाई ये तो बंदा पैसे मांगते ही जा रहा है. ये एक लेवल के बाद आपके माइंड में आएगा जरूर, बट इसको रिमूव कर दीजिए. जिस दिन आप महीने का 5 लाख रुपए कमाने लग जाओगे, 10 लाख रुपए कमाने लग जाओगे, उस दिन आपको 10, 20, 50 हजार रुपए कुछ भी नहीं लगेगा. और देखिए सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला है. अगर 10% कमा रहे हो, लेट से 1 लाख रुपए कमा रहे हो, उसमें से 10 1000 भी खुद के लर्निंग पे हर मंथ अपन स्पेंड करते हैं, तो वो यूनिवर्सल रूल है, इट विल बी डबल।
यस,
आप 1 लाख कमा रहे हो तो 2 लाख आएगा, 2 लाख कमा रहे हो तो 5 लाख आएगा। बट हम प्रॉब्लम ये कर देते हैं कि कंजूसी करते हैं, एक देखा जाए तो
लर्निंग में हो जाता है।
हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर एग्री बाय द वे विथ मी? देखिए एक लेवल पे करते हैं हम, उसके बाद अगर अभी देखिए ये सिस्टम है, ये सिस्टम को समझने के लिए, अच्छे से अपने को करने के लिए ये प्रोसेस को फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। बिकॉज व्हाट हैपन, अब स्कूल में बच्चों को हम भेजते हैं तो वो डायरेक्ट इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ने तो जाता नहीं है, पर 4 साल का इंजीनियरिंग उसको डायरेक्ट अगर भेज देंगे तो वो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि पढ़ पाएगा, राइट? तो उसको हम 10 क्लास 12 क्लास स्टेप बाय स्टेप करते हैं ना। मुझे भी बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई साहब आप तो पैसे लेते जा रहे हो। मैं यही सवाल करता हूं कि भाई जब बच्चों को आप पढ़ाते हो तो आप डायरेक्ट क्या स्कूल में डायरेक्ट इंजीनियरिंग में एमबीए में तो भेजते नहीं है, राइट? तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप ही जाते हैं, राइट?
यस,
तो ये भी प्रोसेस जो है स्टेप बाय स्टेप वाला ही है, जो आपको फॉलो करना है एंड ब्लाइंडली ट्रस्ट करना है। जिससे भी सीख रहे हो ना, यू हैव टू ट्रस्ट ऑन हिम ब्लाइंडली।
यस,
हम लोगों के मन में ना बहुत सारे विचार आते हैं, बहुत सारी दिक्कतें चलती रहती है माइंड में। अरे यार ये बंदा लूट तो नहीं लेगा, ये बंदा सही में करवा देगा क्या, मदद करेगा क्या, ये ऐसे बहुत सारे थॉट आपके माइंड में बहुत सारे जन होंगे, राइट? जिनके माइंड में ये सब चल रहा है।
एवरीबॉडी वंस इन अ लाइफ होता है।
ये रिमूव कर लीजिए, ये रिमूव कर लीजिए। अगर आगे बढ़ना है, आगे जाना है, राइट? अगर देखा जाए तो दत्ता सर ने और मैंने साथ में ही शुरू किया था जर्नी, राइट? इनिशियली और आई वाज सॉ हिज इनिशियल डेज ऑल्सो। उनके मैंने शुरू के डे भी देखा था और मैंने सोचा भी था कि ये बंदा सही में सेल करता है क्या, राइट? सो मेरे बारे में बताया जाए तो मैं सेल्स का ही, मार्केटिंग का ही आदमी था पहले से, राइट? बट आज देखा तो दत्ता सर ने भी कितना अच्छा स्केल अप किया है, मेरा भी मतलब बहुत अच्छा स्केल अप हुआ है। तो इसके लिए टाइम जरूर लगेगा, बट आपको कंसिस्टेंटली मेहनत करना पड़ेगा और गिव अप नहीं करना है। और देखिए ये डिजिटल वर्ल्ड है, अभी तो हम लोगों की जरूरत है मार्केट में।
यस,
अभी फिलहाल जो वर्ल्ड अभी चल रहा है, यही राइट टाइम है। जो भी लोग अभी एनरोल हुए हो, अच्छे से पढ़े, आगे जाए, बिकॉज दिस इज द राइट टाइम। बिकॉज यहाँ से इंडस्ट्री है और ज्यादा बूम होने वाली है, राइट? 2025 तक आप देखोगे कि आप जो भी फिजिकल काम कर रहे हो वो टोटली ऑनलाइन हो जाएंगे। आपको भी पता है अभी तो 50% से ज्यादा ऑलरेडी ऑनलाइन ही है, राइट? तो सब कुछ और ऑनलाइन हो जाएगा, राइट? सो सभी को बेस्ट ऑफ लक मेरे तरफ से। एंड मेरा नेक्स्ट गोल मैंने आपको बता दिया और जो मेरा अचीवमेंट है, थैंक्स टू ऑल माय मेंटर्स फॉर द सेम, राइट? यूनिवर्स
ऑसम। सो
आपको ना कभी भी हमेशा एक नई चीजों को एक्सप्लोर करते रहना चाहिए।
ओके,
उनसे घबराना नहीं चाहिए। आओ, देखो, टेस्ट करो, क्या होगा। फेलियर हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है। होगा तो दोबारा सीखोगे, दोबारा उस चीज में उस पे करोगे। किसी अच्छे मेंटर को, अगर फेलियर हो रहा है तो किसी अच्छे मेंटर को पकड़ो, उसके साथ जुड़ो और आगे बढ़ो। नई चीजों को टेस्ट करो, दुनिया को एक्सप्लोर करो। बहुत बड़ी चीजें हैं, बहुत बड़ी चीजें हैं ये जो, और स्पेशली डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के फील्ड में, कि बहुत बड़ा फील्ड है। पूरी दुनिया से आप कनेक्टेड हो जाते हो। मैं अपना जो बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ एक जगह पे कर रहा हूँ, उसी दायरे में सीमित हूँ। बट यहाँ पे आपके पास अनलिमिटेड स्पेस है, कहीं भी कितने कस्टमर्स। जरूरी नहीं कई लोगों को सिर्फ पैसा ही कमाना होता है।
So in nutshell, you mean to say at least try whatever idea, experience you try. Failure is the part of journey. जो बंदा फेल ही नहीं होगा वो ग्रो ही नहीं कर सकता। How much the marketing plays a role in business success? The marketing, how much marketing plays? Let it be about the Facebook or anything, but marketing role in the business success. Let's talk about the primary training and coaching or any other business.
Yes,
Because that's what I'm doing. But what's your view on that?
see, you need to be on the forefront of marketing. If you're just putting up a website and expecting people to come to you, they're not going to come to you. It's very simple. So marketing has to be approached from a organic and a paid. Both are important. So for a long time, I used to do my marketing just organically because I did not have the money to put money in ads and stuff like before I got started into what I'm doing right now. So I used to be posting a lot of videos. I did a few podcasts. I would post content in different places, and I would use content marketing, free content marketing, as a way to pull people back to me, where people would discover me. So if you're starting off, start off with that, with content marketing. But where are you going to lead them to is also important. So you need to have either a group, like a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group also, which I've been using for many, many years, and it's created some very good traction for my business. So have a Facebook group or a Telegram group, or if you want to use a WhatsApp group, you can do that to start off, to build, to lead people from your content into a group. Once they're inside the group, you start to nurture them. And as you nurture them, then you can invite them to maybe a webinar or something where you're going to sell your products or your services. Now, does not mean that you have to sell only courses. You can even sell your consulting. You can sell your services. There are so many types of businesses, right? So that is one part of marketing, which is free marketing. On the other side, you have paid marketing. Paid marketing, the big two are Facebook ads and Google ads.
Yep.
Yeah, Facebook ads is the more preferred option because you have much lesser cost per lead and stuff. For me, even my Google ads are performing very similar to Facebook ads. So it also depends on the way that you structure the ads and who's running it for you as well. So both of them are important. And if you're not marketing actively in your business, then over a period of time, you'll see that, others will take the marketing space. So you have to be on it. Okay. And the other thing I want to mention is, since I think you opened up the statement saying there are many people, many coaches getting their head up. I was also thinking about it. There's not going to be any saturation in this industry. That may be a question in many of your minds. Like, if everybody is marketing, will it get saturated? The answer is no, because there are so many new people coming in. There are so many micro markets that are there. So many interests are there. Mm-hmm. And even if it may seem that there are many people doing it, people will automatically gravitate towards where there is a vibrant community. So as long as you are working on yourself, people will go where the party is. Okay. They will go where the party is. So you need to keep the community active and vibrant. And saturation is only a myth. And marketing is going to be a very important aspect. So whether you're in the coaching business or not coaching business, you have to be on the cutting edge of marketing. Yes.
When I was working for 7 years in a different job, I was at a very high position also. I had a big team under me. I have to control them, everything. But anyhow, I was working below someone.
Yes.
Someone was there to control me. But if you have a talent, if you have a knowledge, if you have a product, if you have a services, if you have all the capability, then why don't you become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Make your own business start and you give job to different people.
Let's come to the हमारे जो audience है कि how they can start their successful digital coaching or consulting business, whatever they're practicing, or how other entrepreneurs can leverage this online model to grow their business for the increasing sales and like that. So we would like to take your brain on this one, because you are the one we can hear from you. Yeah.
So I did an interesting survey with all the people who achieved the Hall of Fame inside my community. Mm-hmm. And interesting thing is, more than 60% of those people who achieved Hall of Fame are not from the training and coaching background. They are not from digital marketing background also. They are like brand new. They came from the beginning and they were able to set it up. Some people took 3 months, some people took 6 months, some people took 1 year, some people took 18 months also. But the point I want to first mention is, it does not matter if you don't have any experience in this. If you're open, if you're coachable, and if you have the desire to serve, you can do it. So what are the steps? If you have to launch yourself, the first step is you need to understand that everybody has an expertise. Everybody is an expert in something. And even if you're not an expert, sometimes who you want to become can also become your niche.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For example, I wanted more freedom. So that has now become my freedom business model. When I did not have freedom, I started to do research on this. Yep. So your best niche can also be where you scratch your own itch. Okay. All of you note that down.
Yes.
So even that in your case, you wanted to come out of the corporate world, and then now you've built a system now. So it's like what you wanted to become has become your topic also. So sometimes people get confused. They do not know what is the niche. So the first step is to identify what is your main problem and how do you want to serve the world, and you pick one of the 6 problems that you want to solve. Do you want to solve a business problem or a career problem or a health problem or a relationship problem or a creativity problem or a money problem? There are only 6 problems. Education system, the approach is how many subjects you have. Which subject do you want to learn? Which specialization do you want to take? Engineering, medical, doctor. But here in digital coaching, we pick the problem first. Which problem you want to solve, and then you create a system around that problem. So first step is you pick the problem that you want to solve. Second step is you go deeper into which problem you want to solve. So just saying you're a business expert is not enough. You need to go one step deeper. like in the case of you, you're into funnels, right? You help automation. You help people automate their business. So
Yes.
so that comes under business, and automation is like a micro niche. So once you have identified the micro niche, then you need to pick the micro market also. Most people forget this. They think market means for me, everybody is my market. That's also a problem. So pick the problem, micro niche it, micro market it. And once you've done that, then you design courses, coaching and consulting models around that topic. And you can start to collaborate also later on.
Yes.
So that is the process. And when it comes to launching and monetizing this, you have to learn a few skills: traffic generation skills, webinar selling skills, video skills, how to attract the tribe. So it is a journey that you need to go through. But the key here is, this is not like learning some coding or trying to doing MBBS and learning for like 4 years. You can pick up these skills in 3 to 6 months if you're coachable and if you're able to follow the right system. Yeah, that's the answer.